apologise about the quality, but I had to get something to record. Right, okay, so we want to know how to get this swathe of data to function. So what we want to do is we want to split it out into groups, because effectively we want to tie and link this information together, maybe not all of it, but into its separate groupings, because we want to reduce duplication, which is what third normal form is about. So I'm going to take naturally the easiest thing I can find, which is everything to do with supplier, if it will behave itself. Supplier. And kind of go from there. I mean, the supplier information is not necessarily going to be perfectly ordered itself, but I'm trying to get through this because I've got a cap of 15 minutes with this online streaming recording software that I'm having to use because I don't have installing privileges on my own laptop. I know. Right, supply area. It should be pretty much all the supply stuff, I think. No, I don't want to do that one. Insert. There we go. Okay. So that's all the supplier stuff. Description. Okay, let's just clear. Delete description category. Publisher. Yep. Author, cost to store. So okay, this here, quite conveniently, is a separate group. It's the clients or the customers. First name, last name, not exactly in a great order, but that's okay. Make a new sheet. Just one. Customers. That's the name of the sheet. Then we just hit paste. I can shuffle this around actually in database even quicker than I can in here. Sheet 3, okay, we're going to call this suppliers. Right, so the trick with this is take all the supplier stuff. I'm going to cut it out of there. Suppliers, right, paste. I want to take a copy of this because it's still in the same order as the stuff. And I'm going to call this ID. Okay. So if I go back to the supplier table, effectively what we want to do now, if I just get this, no, not data. Okay, I'll just pen this now, and I'll make that smaller. Yep. Okay. Data. It'll be text columns. No, somewhere around here. Remove duplicates. That's what I'm after. Yes, remove duplicates. Okay. So remove the duplicates only after I made sure I put this in, because I want to know which books line up with which supplier. I happen to have sorted this by supplier, which is quite convenient. But effectively the suppliers list would be then, if I just insert for the sake of it, this would be the ID field 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this is what you would see in the database. So let's just go down here. I could have dragged it, but it tends to be almost as fast as flipping, and it's kind of fun for some reason. Right, and then after I've done this, I can it's mainly because the trackpad's annoying. Alright, I can delete this whole row, don't need it. Delete. So effectively, to give you an idea of why this is good at reducing data, this row here. So in sheet 1, where it says supplier ID 1, what the database knows in the background is it means this. All these bits of information Okay, so it knows this. So effectively, I put one piece of data after having this in a separate table, then all this doesn't have to be repeated out constantly. Okay, so that's what you would have been seeing all the way down there. If rather for each entry into here, rather than just having supplier ID 1 and then a separate suppliers table that has the information in once with an ID of 1. So that's kind of the goal of third normal form. Now, obviously there are duplicates, okay, like the publishers. We've got Troll Communications. Sounds like they'd be great for books. How they're children's books too. So the thing is, they're duplicates, but that's it. We've all we've got is Troll Communications. So if I effectively made a separate table and put Troll Communications in there, and then replace this with an ID of 1, 2, 3, 4, say 5, for argument's sake, have I saved any kind of like these individual squares of putting pieces of data in? No, because I've had to write Troll Communications in, and then I have to write, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, kind of thing. It's not really saving anything. But if there was, like with the publisher, there was like a location or something like this, or a contact person, or whatever, or an address, then it would be one ID and saving 2 bits of information being duplicated. So 2 is the kind of the bare minimum for separating out, and we can see that this also falls into that category. So let me click. Oh, don't do this. Thank you. I'm going to copy you, make it a new table, paste. I'm going to remove your duplicates. Let me click properly. Okay, 21 duplicates removed. And then I'll also get it to sort A to Z. And then I'll go back in here, insert author ID. There's a typo here, don't know why, just to keep you guessing. And then I'll sort this also A to Z, which will shuffle the books and everything around, but at least I know it's kind of in the same order, so when it gets imported, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 12, 14, oh, jeepers, 13, 14, 15, 6, okay, so 37. I'm sorry, this is painfully slow, but you'll just have to watch it, I think. Hopefully, when we get to the end, it'll be like, I think it's 129 it's supposed to be, from memory. Stop it. Right. It's 87, 87, 87, 87, 88. Get there, get there. 91. Right, then. Trudy's double up. 96. Griffin. Wendy. Ugh, just did the wrong thing. Okay. And if I want to double check, I can go, should be 131 then. It's not. I stuffed up somewhere, but to be fair, I really can't be bothered with time. But you get the idea. Author. Books. Author first last name removed. Delete. Right, and then effectively we're going to go into Access, and I'll import all the tables, set up the relationships. Demo books. Don't want to save in that location. Make sure you save into your OneDrive. Right, okay, so I'm going to go external data. Oh, I'm going to go file. Oh, it's probably auto-saving. Oh, it's probably saved over my, whatever. Oh, it should be online anyway. Save as. Save as. Data fixed. The D, but who cares? Right, let's close that. External data, data from new source, from file, Excel, browse. Let's just do this because I know it's here. Browse. No, browse. I want to go OK. So you get a choice of your tables now. So hence why I named this, so I kind of keep a track of them. Yep. First row contains heading. Yes, it does. Blah 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 blah. Let it add a primary key. Yes. Kind of called it whatever the table, that sheet was called. So I'm like, cool, finished. Close. Okay. And then it's just repeat the process. So browse. Click. Okay. Next one down. Next. Make sure that's ticked because it doesn't always tick. The rest of it's just cool. I will show the relationship, but that's why you see me kind of go through this boring part. Browse. Okay. Customers, next. Yes. Next. Next. Finished. Close. Alright, last round. Last round. Right, okay, close. So I've got these. I've got table 1, which if I close, won't save, because there's nothing in it. But books, it's got this. Year published. If I go in a field, look, it's already a number. It's already a number, but this one here comes as number. Don't ask me why. So I'm going to change it to short text, then back to number. It's going to say, might lose stuff, and you just go, okay. Just to get rid of this general formatting, because it does tend to make it not behave the way we want. The ID number, I will call this, let me rename it, rename field, books ID.